Yo, what's the crack, boys? NBA opening night happened, and the NBA official games that matter is finally back. Quick off season, you know how it goes. Starting off with it, the Denver Nuggets got their rings, got their banner up. This is the moment where it's like proper, like, wow, these guys actually won the championship. Banner up. Jokic, obviously Jokic versus LeBron and AD, Lakers versus Nuggets. Jokic put up a triple double. Like, oh, Jokic is unguardable. Like, his prime is going to be. Genuinely, he must have one of the best peaks of a basketball player. Literally crazy stats. Like, it's just, video game numbers for him. But, he seems unguardable. There's, like, no way you can guard this guy. Unless he's tired. That's literally the only thing that could maybe stop him. And that doesn't even stop him. But this was just a dominant win by the Nuggets. There was at one point, they were up by 18. The Lakers would come back a bit, make it close, especially near the end. And then the Nuggets would just play their team basketball, shut them down. Like, literally, every time the Lakers would make it close, the Nuggets would just shut it down. The Nuggets play such great team basketball. Credit to Mike Malone for creating up a good system, good offensive schemes. Their defense as well. I don't know how many blocks they got, last night. Damn near a lot. LeBron got blocked a few times. Christian Brown, we'll get into him and some other star role players. LeBron, year 21, has a minutes restriction, but he's still, like, we know this by now. LeBron isn't going to slow down anytime soon. Obviously, the minutes restriction is quite annoying, not there in the end of the game. LeBron's the GOAT, in my opinion. He should be there in the end of the game. Like, forget his minutes restriction. I understand, he had a foot injury at the end of last season, which may have impacted, the outcome of last season, but, injuries are part of the game. It is what it is. So I do understand the minutes restriction. Hopefully it's only for the first few weeks of the season. Let's say LeBron's played 31 minutes, 2 minutes left of the game, and it's close. There's no way you're going to sit him. There's no way you're going to sit the GOAT out just because of a minutes restriction. He can play 2 more minutes, 2 more game minutes. Obviously, 2 minutes could equivalent to 10 minutes. Like, do you know what I mean? That's how sometimes the NBA is. But come on. Can't be given a minutes restriction. Anthony Davis did look good in the first half. Didn't score a single bucket in the second half. What? I will say a reason why AD was, shooting wise quite bad this game. Jokic's defense. Jokic has definitely become a lot better defender. He's become more physical. He's got a good wingspan, so he can properly contest a shot, especially up when he's getting pushed up in the paint. Obviously, he's a big boy, so it's pretty good for him to get the hand up, get a contest on. And that completely shut AD down. And Jokic was scoring on AD. Like, it's crazy. Shout out to Taurean Prince, 18 points. Scored a lot more points than a lot, KD, AD, Chris Paul. Real MVP of that team. Like, bro, give him that. He was cooking last night. Obviously, the final score is a bit deceiving to how the fourth quarter was. Very start of the fourth quarter. Lakers went like a 13-0 run. Like I was saying, they're going back and forth. Lakers would hit a shot, like, okay, they're coming back. Denver would just play great team basketball. Boom, shut them down. And then it should be a long game, and then by like 2 minutes, like, oh, it's done. 1 minute, like, oh, this game's done. This game is done. John Murray was nice. Like, it's the Nuggets, Nuggets aren't like an individual. Obviously, like, Jokic, yeah, okay. Like, they're just such a good, like, that's why they won the championship last season. They're just such a good overall team. Like, you don't, like, it's so weird to explain it. You don't need, like, a superstar in that team like Scott Jokic. Like, Jamal Murray's a very good player. It doesn't matter. Like, they're such well-rounded players, and they fit so well to what they do. Just such a good team. Like, generally, could easily repeat. We haven't seen a team repeat since the Warriors. This team could definitely be it. We'll find out. One thing that definitely killed the Lakers that the Nuggets did well was just the mid-range. There'd be a screen, there'd be a pick and pop. It was just so, like, there's such good mid-range shooters, especially Jokic. Jokic is one of these, like, bro, shoots are like that. And it goes in, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just too good. Like, Lakers couldn't stop it at all. Obviously, the dunks, got so many dunks. Obviously, like I said, they were blocking shots. Denver was just so good tonight. You can't lose on a night you get your rings. They were going to win this game regardless. Christian Brown, phenomenal. Blocked LeBron. Had some tough buckets on LeBron and some other players using the high glass. Then we're going to have to rely on him after losing some role players, in free agency, like Bruce Brown, for example. They're going to have to rely on him, and I think he's going to deliver most of the time. But he is going to deliver. Now, on to the other game, which was a lot closer. Phoenix Warriors KD returned back. Chris Paul playing against the Suns for the first time. What can I say, bro? Like, Devin Booker was on one. 32 points, 8 and 6. Generally, no Bradley Beal or Draymond, obviously, so it's not really, healthy. Already, first game of the season, there's players out like, oh, whatever. Before, this whole Bradley Beal, when this Bradley Beal thing happened, play Devin Booker at the point guard. He is the best playmaker on that team. He can generally play point guard, but they go with Bradley Beal, whatever. He can play point guard too. Devin Booker's just shown he should play point guard. Obviously, not last second, but the bucket that closed it off, 108 to 104. Devin Booker's going to go for the free. Sees Nurkic, boom, quickly past him. Nurkic just such a nice flow through, silky through the lane. Easy layup for him. The Warriors have a big problem this season, which is they're not going to make the conference finals. I doubt it. They have one player over 6'9". Kevon Looney's going to have to pull some Wilt numbers, especially on the offensive boards. The Warriors got killed on the offensive boards this game. You could say the reason why they lost. Phoenix's defense as well. The Warriors were cut down to 18 points. Well, they're shut down to 18 points in the second and fourth quarter. It was 18 or 19. It was something like that. Which, like I said, many people have been saying, Frank Vogel's defensive-minded is going to show on this team. Already has first game. You shut them down to that many points. It's pretty good. Also, Phoenix had, in the third quarter, they only scored 19, and Chris Paul and Steph combined scored 23. The Warriors scored a ridiculous number as well overall in that quarter. Still lost. This was a good game, though. This was a very good game. KD had maybe one of his worst shooting games of his career, 7 for 22. Had a crazy four-point play, which is nice. KD in year 17. Let's get the year 17 talk. KD's in year 17. Obviously, it wasn't the best game, but he's going to average 25. We'll see what he averages, see how many points he gets. But it's crazy. Is this the new norm? NBA players getting into LeBron was the first one to do it, but now there's going to be a normal thing. Sees NBA players getting to high in the teens in their years, year 17, year 18, and they're still MVP level, bare minimum all-star level. Dame said he can do it. Steph's doing it. Steph is going to do it. Obviously, it's the top 15 players. Klay Thompson is quite shooting rough. Since the playoffs and now, it's not been looking good for him. Chris Paul as well. Chris Paul's in year 18. The dimes are good. The playmaking's great. Also, the shooting wasn't there tonight. Wiggins as well. It's just a bad game. Also, the offensive rebounds killed them. They really could have won this game as well. That's really what it could have been. But I think the story for the Warriors this season is going to be their lack of size, which they should have addressed in the offseason. Letting James Wiseman go, that's definitely tough. Obviously, I don't think he would have thrived in that environment with all the, not pressure, but he's in Detroit now. He looks a lot like the best he's ever been. I think he just needs a new change of scenery, but they need to do everything they can to go get a center that's over 6'11" or 6'10". If not, it's just going to be the same story. Obviously, their players do need to shoot a bit better, but that will come. And they just need a center, and they can generally do some great things this season. Okogie had a crazy clutch three. It was a biggest shot of his career, maybe, probably not. He had 17. He's gonna be that's a great pickup by then. This could definitely be the best year of his career. Hopefully the Suns keep him there long term, because he can fit their team so well, especially when Bradley Beal comes back. These are just two West contenders. Obviously the rest of the Lakers, the Nuggets, obviously other teams. But opening night, it's a good opening night. We got to see them get their rings. I rate it. Got more games coming up though.